way that blacks have fought for civil rights in America and whether or not Martin Luther King Jr. would embrace it. I say, Kelly, as you know, I say that most Americans do not care what people do in their personal lives, and that is what I like to see. Personally, I like to see from the gay movement in America is not try and do what Billy Crystal said, shove gay love scenes in our face on television and just get in our face and polarize us. But you disagree with what Robin Carter Martin said when she said, as a black person, she's offended when those in the gay community compare gay marriage to what black folk went to. They could not eat in restaurants, could not use restrooms, had to stand in the back of the bus. You disagree?
They're definitely not the exact same issue, but you cannot dispute that there are definite parallels. No one chose to be born black. I didn't choose to be born gay. That's who we are, and it is unfair to say that the issues are not related in a lot of ways.
What do you say to that, Robin Carter Martin? You and I made the point earlier that comparing one's behavior to one's skin color is just wrong, but Kelly Bassman says, wait a minute, we were both born that way.
Yeah, I can't, in all honesty, speak to her issue. I am not gay. I don't know what it feels like to be gay, so let me just say that. But in 1962 and in 1960, gay men and gay women could eat at lunch counters. They didn't have to drink from different water fountains. They didn't have to sit at the back of the bus. Yeah, they didn't have to sit at the back of the bus unless they were black and gay. So I just basically have a problem with privileged white people, privileged in money white people who happen to be gay, usurping the civil rights movement as it pertains to black people. I just think
not usurping the movement.
If you want to say they're parallels, but well, it's not. I don't see the parallel, really. I mean, if you say you're born gay, okay, but I don't think that that's the same as being denied rights because of the color of your skin.
Let Stephen Kavanaugh jump in here.
Honestly, I think it is a mistake to say that they are the same thing. But look, treating our LGBT brothers and sisters under the law equally is very important. And just because it is a very different struggle and not parallel to
what about Robin, who said, yeah, look, they should have the same issues in estate planning, same issues on tax planning.
Let me speak to that. So Dr. King may or may not have evolved on the issue, given all we know about...
Whoa, Stephen Kavanaugh using the word evolved with Martin Luther King.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hear me out.
It's highly disrespectful, but go ahead.
Well, his followers were divided.
That's very condescending.
Hear me out. He may or may not have evolved on that issue, given all we know about human sexuality and psychology now. But one thing he would not have been okay with is the fact that in 29 states, it is perfectly legal for an employer to fire somebody for being gay. And that is what,
I would agree with that.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That should not be the case.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
No, shouldn't be.
All right. Speaking of ridiculous, I want to fit this topic in real quick. Michael Moore slams American sniper Chris Kyle. The movie grossed more than any other film that Clint Eastwood has ever done in a weekend. The movie set a record for January weekend, and Michael Moore calls Chris Kyle, it was based upon him, a coward. Stephen Kavanaugh, the left loves Michael Moore.
Do we?
Do you not love Michael Moore?
You know, he is not a credible figure. Okay?
There you go. Enough is said.
Look, let me just say, it is admirable that he purports to and intends to stand up for the little guy, but he is not a credible figure, and he's a troll like Dinesh D'Souza.
Oh, Dinesh is not a troll. Dinesh is not a troll. But here's an issue we can all agree upon. Everything you said up until Dinesh.
He's economically illiterate, and he says bombastic things. So, you know, take it where you will.
We're out of time. I want to thank Democratic political strategist Stephen Kavanaugh.
Thank you, Rick.
Kelly Bassman, President, CEO of Mediapotamus, and can be a big asset to the Republican Party in getting the proper message out in a proper fashion if she chooses to do so.
Right.
Joining us from Washington, I want to thank Robin Carter Martin for joining us from Washington, D.C. Robin, thank you for joining us on this Martin Luther King holiday. And I want to thank you, our viewers.